All right, start next lesson. Starting off with a bang right out of the gate, and I'm noticing I got a dead pixel on my brand new goddamn lap. Fuck. I just bought this laptop. Function syntax 2 of 7. The typical structure of a function is as follows. Function name parameters statement. The keyword function indicates that the code following it will be a user-defined function. Name indicates the name of a function, which is case sensitive. Oh, case insensitive. The name of a function can contain numbers, letters, underscores, or dashes. The whole case insensitive thing of a function sounds kind of funky. I don't know, coming from a Linux world, it just seems kind of odd that it's case insensitive. Anyway, the arguments or parameters, which are the parentheses, will be the optional input a function uses. God damn, do y'all hear that noise? I got this app called Tinder. Anyway, so the arguments or parameters will be the optional input a function uses to perform calculations. And of course, the statements themselves will be the code the function executes when it's called. Take a look at hello world function to the right. It takes no parameters, and when called, it will simply print the string hello world. Press save and submit code to continue to the next exercise. All right, let's read through it real quick. So in PHP documents, it's usually like so far all I've seen is it's an HTML document. It's got a PHP suffix or file extension there. Then inside you're going to have an open PHP block, which consists of, let me zoom in for you guys out there with the tiny screens. There we go. So it's got the open, it's got the less than sign, the question mark, and then PHP. And then the next one is a comment. That's what we learned in the earlier ones, is the 2 forward slashes there. And it says, here we define the function. So we put function there to let them know that it's going to be a personal function here. Hello world is a function that means echo hello world. And then here we call the function hello world with the semicolon on the end. And then the close PHP, which is a question mark and a greater than. So save and submit code, it says hello world. So if we modify this in here, it should say whatever we want it to say. Butter is good. There you have it. There you have it, folks. Butter is good. Save and submit code. Start next lesson. So far, we haven't really done any heavy lifting here. So writing our name can be a dull task when we don't have fun functions to help out. In this exercise, we'll be writing our very first user-defined PHP function that will do just that for us. On line 10, write a function called displayName that takes no parameters and will echo a string that contains your name. Check out the hint if you need help. So let's take a look at the way the one was before. So we've got the function word, we've got function this thingy, that thing. All right, cool. We're ready to go. Your first function. So let's create on line 10 a function called display name here in camel case, even though it does not matter. This thing, then that thing. Whoops. This thing or that thing actually. This echo, then that, and then we do Stanley. Alright, and then this thing, then that. Then we're going to, I guess the word is called instantiate it. So display name, blah blah, blah blah. Alright, Stanley. There we go. Save and submit code. We take a quick glance at our Tinder messages real quick. Man, this girl is too fine. Alright, start next lesson. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta have a social life too sometimes, you know. I'll let tea I drink makes me feel a little bit squirrely sometimes. Alright, part 4 of 7. We are knocking this shit out. Alright, 4 of 7, calling your function. Defining our function makes it available for us to use, but we aren't using it until we call it. Okay, I guess I was saying instantiate it. So to call a function, simply type the name of the function followed by any parameters. On the line after your function, try calling it. You should see your name display in the results panel. We already called it, so yep. Save and submit code, and we've got it. All right, so not a whole lot of heavy lifting in this one. All right, the return. God, this girl. Functions part 2, 5 of 7. Bam, bam, karate chop. The return keyword. Instead of printing something to the screen, what if you want to make it the value that the function outputs so it can be used elsewhere in your See, they got to go using all these words I don't understand. All right, in PHP, the return keyword does just that. It returns to us a value that we can work with. The difference between this and echo or print is that it doesn't actually display the value. Well, what's the point in that? Think of it like a calculator solving a mathematical problem that takes several steps to complete. The value from each step is computed, but we don't see the results until we get the final answer. In other words, the value from each step is computed, but we don't see the result until we get the final answer. But we don't see the result until we get the... What the fuck? In other words, each value is returned and the final answer is echoed on screen for us. On line 8, write a function called return name that returns your name. On line 8. Okay. Line 8. Function. What's it called? Return name function. Whoops. Gotta go back. That thing. Then return. I think. That returns your name. Notice how nothing is displayed in the results panel. Even though it is not visible, calling our function will still give us back our string. We just haven't done anything with it yet. Alright, so let's try it. Return name, blah, blah, and blah. No. I don't know how I passed this lesson, because that didn't seem to do anything. Parameters and arguments. Functions wouldn't be nearly as useful if they weren't able to take in some input. This is where parameters or arguments come in. These are variables or inputs that a function uses to perform calculations. See, I still don't even know what we did in the last one. I was just kind of going through the motions there. Shit. Functions wouldn't be nearly as useful if they weren't able to take in some input. This is where parameters or arguments come in. These are the variables or inputs that a function uses to perform calculations. The function square value above takes one parameter, which it multiplies by itself, and then echoes the result. The names of the parameters themselves are used internally within the function, so they would be named something helpful. You can also use multiple parameters as long as they are separated by commas. So let's see what they're doing. Function, square value, number, square value, number. So we're squaring the value of number. So it's probably going to ask for number somewhere. So echo number times number, which is the square, and then n equals 6. Oh, so n is number. And then square value n equals 36. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of backwards sounding. Because I'm used to like this whole stuff being up here. And then this stuff is still on the bottom, but I don't know. This, to me, this should say number, but I guess that would kind of confuse it with this. So the function square value above takes one parameter, which it multiplies by itself, and then echoes the result. The names of the parameters themselves are used internally within the function, so they should be named something helpful. You can also use multiple... Okay, I understand why this is n now, because that would screw up this. All right, so write a function called greetings. All right, function greetings. This, bam, nope, this. It should take name as a parameter. Go back here, namesies. The function should echo a string, echo greetings, comma, space, this thing, and this thing, and this, and that. And that. then call greetings with your name to test it out. So we're going to do this thing, name equals Stanley. This, and then we're going to do greetings function this, that. Mother fuck. Missing argument 1 for greetings, called on line 12 and defined in line 8. I don't exactly know what I'm doing here. Let's see, let's get a hint. Oh, here we go. Nope. Is this it? Yep, there we go. That was the issue. I forgot to do the parameter. Duh. Alright guys, 7 out of 7. Shaking in my boots. Let's do this. Practice makes perfect. Hopefully throughout these exercises, you've learned the basics of defining and calling your own functions using PHP. To summarize this section, we are going to have to take all of what we have learned and apply it once more. What the... Alright. Function. About me. It takes 2 parameters, name and age. So, name, comma, age. It should echo out, hello, my name is name, and I am 8 years old. Okay. Alright. Gotta go back, open up the brackets, next line, echo, and you see how it indented me automatically because I used this little curly brace right here? That's pretty cool. Alright, echo, hello, my name is variable name, and I am variable age, very young, years old. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright, and then call your function and check out the results. Alright, well I guess we should name the variables. We should set them like this after we put the that on the end. Then we do variable name equals Stanley. Oh shit, I keep forgetting the little dit on the end. And then age equals 11. Call your function and check out the results. So we're going to do about me. Ooh, I forgot to close that thing after this too. Shit. About me. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Alright, about me. Fuck. Line 8. Function about me. I wonder if it's supposed to be like this. Nope. I hope it isn't this thing hanging me up again. Age. What am I doing? Hang on, I'm doing something wrong here. All right, write a function called about me. Function about me. It's got the little parameters in there. Echo, hello, my name is. Hello, my name is name. And I am age years old. Okay, I got the end quotes. And I got this thing. Then I got the close. Then I've got name equals Stanley. What if I did echo about me? What if I did this? Nope, still expecting a t variable on line 8. Huh, looks like we'll have to get a hint. Alright, hello, my name is... Oh, that's what it is. This and this and this and that and this and that. Huh. Hang on. Hello, my name is... Yeah, technically this should make sense. Be mindful of your spaces. What the fuck? Let's zoom out a little bit here. Things are getting a little bit fucky. Echo, hello, my name is... Yeah, everything is spaced out correctly. Huh. Function about me, name, age. Echo, hello, my name is name. Name, Stanley. Age, 11. Syntax error unexpected, line 8. I wonder if it's still name, age. What are we doing wrong? Function called about me takes two parameters, name and age. All right, where's the thing that it said about commas? Parameters and arguments. Okay, I think I know what the deal is. Okay, this right here needs to have this name oh shit. Huh. What just happened? Syntax error, unexpected quotes, expecting ampersand or t variable on line 8. But let's Google what this bullshit ass error means and figure it out. Of course it's Codecademy. Here's my code. Your code here, PHP class dog. There's no space between function and dog. Maybe I have some spaces wrong here. No? Yeah, that's not working. What? No fucking way. It wasn't supposed to have quotes? Are you bullshitting me? Are you fucking kidding me? Don't tell me this works. Oh my god. Alright, so I finished functions part 2. I'm gonna tweet this motherfucker. Mob out of this motherfucker. Get me some more tea. God damn it. Good thing about tea, when it goes cold, you still have iced tea. Alright, so let's go back to PHP, see what percentage we're at. We were at 62% last time. 70%. Fuck yeah, we're finishing this shit tonight. Alright, let me answer this girl on Tinder over here. I don't know, it might have to be a duet finishing up the last 30%, but yeah, wish me luck. Whew, here we go, all rapid fire and shit. I got my little tea bag here, some more chai. Burning my fingers, that's how you know it's good. Put it on your desk because you're a boss. So, I just want to tell you guys today about this stuff right here called Truvia. It's pretty awesome. It's my favorite way to get cancer. And shit's pretty goddamn tasty. Anyway, alright, so PHP, we are 70%. We are so close I can taste it. I almost feel like I know something about PHP. I did a lot of work in Bootstrap over the weekend, which has nothing to do with PHP, but as a result, I feel a little bit more proficient with these whole like web languages. So anyway, what's object-oriented programming? PHP is an object-oriented programming language, which means that you can create objects which can contain variables and functions. When talking about objects, you refer to variables belonging to these objects as properties, or attributes or fields. Man, so much confusion with all the buzzwords. And functions are called methods. These objects are essential when dealing with PHP, as almost everything is an object. For example, functions and arrays are objects too. And this shows why we use objects. We can bundle our functions and data in one place. We can create objects easily using classes, object constructors, so we can create lots of instances, objects which have been constructed via a class, which contain mostly the same data except for little nuances. Holy convoluted, Batman. Jesus. Take a sip of the tea on that note. Ooh. Burn the lips. On the right, there is a person class in one instance stored in me on line 32. New person, boring, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, on the right, there is a person class in one instance stored in me on line 32. So person class, me equals new person. Then the greet method of the me object is called, and the result is echoed on line 35. So echo me to greet. Oh, so insert these into greet. So there must be a function called greet or something somewhere. Oh, shit, this is complex. Well, I guess not really complex, but it's complex to me. Woof. Alright. So let's try our best to understand it before we hit save and submit. So we're starting class person just like we would do function person, except there's no little parentheses right here. yeah, there's no parentheses right here. So creating some properties, variables tied to an object. So public, which is a public variable. I know that from using Unity 3D. Some of you are chuckling over there, but if it works. Ooh, that's hot. Public variable is alive equals true. So that's a true-false variable right there. Doesn't have to be in quotes since it's true, or since it's true-false. Public first name, public last name, public age. So assigning the values, public function. Oh, this is the one in the last video. That guy forgot the space between function and construct, and that was his issue. So we got to remember that one. Public function construct, first name, last name, age. This to first name equals first name. This to last name equals last name. This to age equals age. Create a method function tied to an object. Public function greet. All right, this is the greet function that we were looking for down here, me to greet. So me would be new person, boring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Public function greet would be, it'd be like putting that data right here in the middle of this thing right here. So return, hello, my name is, concatenate this to first name, concatenate, space, concatenate this to last name, concatenate, quote, period, nice to meet you, smiley face, quote, this thing, squiggle, squiggle. All right. So public function greet is using all of these declared variables or whatever. So I guess it has some way, well, no, it doesn't have some way to prompt you because he's storing the variable somewhere else right here. Okay, so I'm starting to make sense of it. Let's just hit save and submit code. You guys are probably tired of hearing me act like a monkey going over this. Start next lesson. All right, objects in real life. How object-oriented programming is used in real life can be shown with a forum as an example. Every forum user object has the same rights. He can log in and write methods. Can contain some settings, properties, but every user has a different name, another property. Every user is created easily as you create a new instance of a user class when you sign up. As we've seen, there are some... okay, sweet. All right, cool. See, the application that I've been working on in my off time is this inventory application. You guys can check it out. Probably nobody's watching this anyway. Go to Shelfer, like shelf, like a shelf on the wall, shelfer.im/beta. And it's something I whipped up in Bootstrap and PHP. And I got like a bunch of database and tabular data and stuff like that. And the whole reason why I chose PHP to do this series was because I knew it could interact with a database on a web front end. So that's what I'm using PHP for. And now you know my evil motives. So every user is created easily as you create a new instance of a user class when you sign up. And as we've seen, there are some properties and methods that every instance has in common, such as logging in and writing. And there are some which are unique, such as each user's name. And without object-oriented programming, OOP for short, this cannot be done that easily. Winky face. Another example on the right. On the right, there is a person class. So every new person has some properties like is alive or first name and method greet. Right now, there's only one instance of the person class. Me. But we'll reconstruct this class and you'll even create another instance of the class so your name will be echoed too. Right now there is only one instance of the person class, me, but we'll reconstruct this class and you'll even create another instance of the class so your name will be echoed too. Well, that's hot. In the next exercises we're going to create some classes, so let's start coding. Everything crystal clear? Good. Press save and submit code. Let's see what's going on here. So